Hello everybody and welcome to Forever Rugby on Forever Sports. For today's preview, it is Stormers versus Bulls, the North-South derby tomorrow at Cape Town, as both sides try to look to kind of continue their winning start to the tournament. However, it is going to be a very difficult game for the Stormers, who have had a lot of injuries, and I think, with the Bulls on the other hand bringing a lot of big guns into their side. So what should have been really a very close and quite an interesting clash, I think it's probably going to potentially be quite one-sided if the Bulls really do pitch up, because it is a very injury-enforced, changed Stormers side. Before we look at the sides themselves, please do subscribe to the channel, smash a like on the video as well. Give me your score predictions down in the comments. Let me know what you think is going to happen in this game. We will be live for the game as well as the Sharks versus Lions game. So make sure you come and hang out on us. The link's already up, so you can go set a reminder so you get a notification when we go live. Come hang out, just chat some rugby. Lots to talk about with the British and Irish Lions squad being announced yesterday. So there's a lot of big players that have to try and put their hands up, and now have to try and get themselves into box selection. But also, these sides will obviously, both these teams will be playing against the British and Irish Lions. So, that's something that they need to look forward to. They need to start preparing towards how can they get a best 15 that can go and actually try and push this British and Irish Lions side. And see if, the Bulls historically have beaten the British and Irish Lions before. And that was one of their big moments where they kind of announced themselves to the world. So they'll definitely be targeting something like that again. But in terms of this weekend, we're going to start with the Stormers side. And it really is a very, very injury laden side. Because, if you look at the front row, the only change there is Bongi Mbonambi start, which is a really good thing for the Stormers. So that's a big boost for them. However, that is pretty much where the good news comes to an end. So Stephen Kitsoff's will captain the side. Franz Malherbe, Stannis go into back onto the bench. Marvin Orie actually partners David Mayhazen this weekend because JD Schickling has suffered an injury, and in my opinion, one of the best players of the last weekend, Nama Klaba, has also been injured in training, and he was been replaced by Marcel Tennyson, who comes in the number 6 jersey. Steph Toy will keep his spot in the squad after playing 18 minutes last weekend. Probably wasn't part of the plan, but I think given how it was all going, he eventually did play 18 minutes and looked very good. Willie Engelbrecht had his second yellow card rescinded during a hearing during the week, but Siya Beda was issued a 4-week ban. As a result, I think Engelbrecht's been dropped for his poor discipline and to the bench, which will see Evan Roos get a chance to start at number 8. Herschel Yankee's another one who was injured, as well as Cade Volita. So we've got a whole new halfback combination. Gordon Masimla comes in, and he will partner Abner Vermeulen at fly half, which means David Willemse continues to play at fullback in the absence of Warwick Gelant. The wings have also changed. Leon Lanzas and Sergio Peterson. Edwin van der Merwe has dropped down to the bench, and Sinatla is obviously out for 4 weeks. Ricky Torres has a new partner in midfield after Ruan Nal has joined the Blitzbox squad as they prepare for the Olympics. As a result, Dan Duplessis comes in at outside centre. So lots and lots of changes in that Stormers side. On the bench, also changing the front row. Leon Lyons comes in for Ali Mark. He's with Livershire and Scurry Ntibeni as the front row replacements. Ernst van Rijn, Willie Engelbrecht will cover the rest of the scrum. Paul de Vet, Cornel Smith, and Edward van der Merwe are the backline replacements for the Stormers. It's not a bad side, but it's definitely not a fantastic side. You don't look at that and think that's a world-beating Stormers side. So it's quite a sort of B team, really. But when having that Springbok front row is always going to be massive. And Steph Toy, we know he's going to put in a good shift. So it's going to come down to these big players putting in big performances. That front three has to be tremendous tomorrow. Marvin Orie has to step up. Steph Toy has to step up. Damon Williams and Ricky Sartorius suddenly look like, those two sort of players who you need to step in the back line. But Sergio Peterson's got a lot of experience. Elon Zas has got some good pace. Very interested to see how Godlin Masimla and Abner van Reden go in. Not a lot of experience at this level, but a nice opportunity for them to try and prove they belong at this level and that they can, in fact, cope. If we look at the Bulls side, an unchanged front row with Genas Steenkamp, Johan Kwabala, and Mornay Smith. While Steenkamp, however, comes into the team, he will partner Ruan Nokia, who's been fantastic all season. And then the loose trio is boosted by the return of Duane Vermeulen at number 8 there. He's with Marco Mustard and Albert Lowe, and what has become quite a very good partnership. Those three have been playing a lot of rugby together. Albert Lowe has been tremendous. Nizam Kar drops to the bench. You have to with Duane Vermeulen, but he was also tremendous. So he's quite hard done by because he played so well last weekend. Not really flashy, but a lot of hard yards. In Bros Pierre partners Mornay Steyn. Chris Smith has dropped down to the bench, so Steyn will come in and start the game. Shavina Jacobs continues in the wing, as does Murdoch Tumwe. It's an unchanged centre pairing in Cornel Hendricks and Marco Janssen van Vuren. David Creel comes into the side. He will start full back in the place of James Verity Am, who drops to the bench. On the bench, Joe van Zale, Lido Koboka, who had made a big difference when he came on. Jacques van Rooyen as well, with a lot of experience. Janko Swanepoel and Nizam Carr will cover the scrum, and then Zach Berger, Chris Smith, and Verity Am are your backline replacements who will come on and try and add a little bit of pace and a bit of energy towards the end. It's a very good bull side, a very, very strong bull side, especially when you think that you're going to lose Markov and Start, but you're going to add Marcel Coetzee, you're going to add Johan Goosen. There's a lot of players that can come into this bull side. That front row is not going to be their starting front row. I wouldn't be surprised if they're looking on the lookout for a hooker. Lizo Oboka, once he's fit, goes straight into that starting lineup. Trevor Nyakane goes into that straight and starting lineup. It's a very strong bull side. And I do think that if they pitch up tomorrow and they play some good rugby, they could punish the Stormers. I'm going to go Bulls by 15. I think especially having Morne staying there, he's going to manage the game very well. And I think that, we're looking, as I said, they're all probably sort of pushing towards the British and Irish Lions series. They're going to be sitting there saying, how can we try and make a statement? We're going to the Pro 16 at the end of the year. We're going to have a lot of Irish, Scottish, and Welsh people watching the British and Irish Lions. And they're going to be sitting there saying, we're going to be watching this Bulls side. Is this a side that we have to worry about in that Pro 16 at the end of the year? Are the Bulls going to come and knock off the likes of Munster, Leinster, Ulster? Are they going to suddenly start being one of the heavyweights in the Pro 16? I think they will be. But this will be a nice opportunity for them in the British and Irish Lions. And this is why this Rainbow Cup South Africa starts to become a bit of a preparation series for that Lions tour, where the Sharks, Bulls, and Stormers get to play the Lions, as well as an SAA and an SA Invitational side as well. Smash a like on the video. Let me know what your predictions are in the comments below. Thank you very much for watching. Make sure you subscribe as well. My name is Steven, and I'll chat to you soon.